Hey, Kathy.
Hey, scared.
I didn't take my nap, so
All right, well, I'll try to keep you awake.
it'll be fine. I'm just joking. I mean, I get up early in the morning. I
Mhm.
skip
All
gyms
right,
in the morning. We'll see.
cool. All right, well, we got a few people on here. I think so far everybody here knows me, I believe. All right, all right. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Welcome to Power Hour. And if you don't know me, I am Kathy Harris. And I'm going to start by trying not to run the guys off because we're going to talk about Fleuresse. And share. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. I was going to put this, it doesn't come over quite like I wanted it to, but we'll make it work. My background for is in corporate America forever. Okay, but I also had a background with another network marketing company that was all about skincare. So some people like to think that I am the skincare expert. Wouldn't say that, but I do know a thing or two about skincare. And what we have with Fleuresse is absolutely amazing. And I know our triangle of health is absolutely amazing, but you guys, when you have skincare line like this that is out of this world, and the company is giving us more QV and CV than the triangle of health by getting customers on the skincare, I think that it's worth learning a little bit more about it, don't you think? Okay, so, and I will tell you this product training guide is straight out of the back office. It's one of the downloads, and I'm not going to go through all 40 something pages of it, but I thought, you know, why not just show you exactly what's out there for us. It talks about, you know, the story behind it, the plant stem cells that, you know, they've created, you know, that our products are based on, the Swiss apple stem cells, the fact that all of our Fleuresse system has the Swiss apple stem cells, the blueberry, cosmetic grade blueberries, tocotrienols, and the noni fruit extract. That's in every one of our skincare products. You know, some may have more, some may have less, or whatever, but it's in all of it. Okay, we'll start with the cleanser, and I'm going to start by just telling you application and how to go about it. And it's silly, but if you're not doing it right, I mean, sure, you're going to benefit from it still, but not as much. With the cleanser, okay, if everybody can mute themselves. And y'all can ask questions along the way too, and just unmute yourself when you do. With the cleanser, you know, how much do you use? How do you do it? Those kind of questions come up. I've heard people ask, especially some of the men out there, because it's not something that they're used to doing. Because with men, a lot of times they have the one product for hair and body shampoo, they call it. And that's what they do everything with. And okay, so this is different. It's different for guys because they're not used to doing this. But it's really important to make sure that you include it in part of your routine. And it's not that big of a deal. It's not a chore. It's pretty simple if you just make it part of your routine. With the cleanser, it says to apply a dime size amount into your fingertips. Okay, what's a dime size? You know, about your thumbnail. Okay, and it also says to if you're going to do your neck and your décolletage, that's this area. Okay, for women, it's important to make sure that all this, because as we age, this area gets thinner, and you'll notice it just gets thinner and thinner, the skin. So you got to protect all of that. You got to, you know, take care of all of it. And so you might use a little bit more. I like to use I squirt out about an inch, okay? And it says to, you know, kind of rub it together and then start. And when you're washing your face, it goes up and out, okay? And we get these things. Can y'all see that? It's a little flyer that comes in our orders, and it even shows the pictures of up and out. So you're washing like this. Now, when it comes to your neck, you're going to use your right hand to do your left side and your left hand to do the right side. But in, you know, circular motion, and what about a minute of doing that will yeah, make it part of your routine. Rob says about a minute of doing that in that circular motion is exfoliating your skin, okay? And it's important that we exfoliate our skin. So it might not feel like it's got, you know, sometimes you've seen sugar scrubs and stuff like that where they've got that exfoliant in there where it's obvious that there's something in there. Well, ours it's the ingredients that exfoliate. So you don't have to have any type of sugar scrub in there. I was concerned about that in the beginning because, you know, I like to make sure that I'm getting, you know, the exfoliant. Another thing that you can add is, you've seen these, you know, brushes that they sell where it goes in a circular motion. You can use this with our cleanser, but just make sure that you're only doing it no more than twice a week. Okay. Okay, so no more than twice a week. And this is more for females because we put all the makeup and stuff on our face, on, you know, and if you might want to just make sure you get that extra deep cleaning, you can do that, but no more than twice a week. And the good reminder on that is to do it days that you're taking the trash out. It's like sometimes the trash comes once a week, sometimes it comes twice a week. Just do it on the trash days. So, okay, and any questions on the cleanser? Make sure you're doing it about a minute. So one thing to do is to, what is it, like brushing your teeth when you're brushing your teeth and you sing happy birthday?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please?
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Sorry. So just do it for a minute. That way you're at least getting that exfoliant in. It has the noni in there, so keep that in mind too. That you're, you know how the noni opens the superhighways for your for our triangle of health products. well, it's opening our pores to take in the serum and the rest of the products here. Okay, next is the serum, and how much of that do you use? Well, the serum you'd use 1 pump. You got the get mine out here. So just 1 pump with this. Now, when you have the little bitty ones, it's going to take a little bit more. It's more of a pea size, probably a little more than a pea size. But a little of that goes a long way, and it's really important to not use too much. They've got it just perfect for us, where all you have to do is 1 pump, and then touch it, touch it to both sides, and then touch it on your face, where you're going to have it even, and then blend it all in. Okay. I'll get into this a little bit more. Okay, now, best to do the cleanser in the shower in the morning, and you pat it dry when you're getting out of the shower, right? And you walk over and you start to, wrap your hair in a towel, whatever, and then you put your serum on. So you've got that fresh, clean skin, but it's, dried with a towel. And then you've got your serum on. Okay, tells you to wait like a minute or two. They say wait on it to dry or whatever. It's not a big deal. You don't have to wait forever. You can, after you put your serum on, okay, I put my deodorant on, or get my makeup out. Do something in between. But it's not like you have to stand there and say, okay, look at the watch. I've only got a minute, I've got another minute to go before it dries. No, don't make it weird. Just, just take a break and, do something. Next thing is in the mornings, you do your day brightening cream. With your day brightening cream, it's going to be the same thing. It's 1 pump. Okay. And with that, you're going to stay away from your eye area. Just do your upward and out motion. And that's basically your protect step for the day. It's going to protect you against, all the outdoor harmful things. And it, okay, we'll get into all that in a minute. But you let it dry before you do anything else. Like if you wear foundation, if you're a female and you put powder on or whatever, you let the day brightening cream dry first. And it's not a big deal, because you're not slathering it on, you're just putting 1 squirt, so it's not a big deal. And also with that step, and we'll get to it in just a second, but your eye cream is going to go in there too. So remember your eye cream during the daytime and your eye cream in the evening. So let's go to the night cream. Night cream is going to be the same thing, 1 squirt, and you do it the same way. All of these, the serum, day cream, and night cream, you just put the squirt on, and then you put it in both hands and dab it on your face, and then you blend it up and out. Okay, now the eye cream is different. The eye cream is going to take a 1/2 squirt. Okay, this is our eye cream. Takes a 1/2 squirt, and you put it on your ring finger. Okay, and I think it actually tells us that in the instructions. But you put it on your ring finger, and the reason for that, then you dab the 2 ring fingers together. And when you're messing with your eye area, it's a delicate area, and it ages quickly if you're not careful. So you start by dabbing all of that whole area, Okay, you're no rubbing, just dabbing. And with your ring finger, because it's the weakest one, it's not going to pull and tug, okay, because you don't want any of that going on. Okay, another thing, actually, before we go on, with the back to the cleanser, some people ask, okay, I wear makeup, I wear mascara, I wear all this stuff. Is the cleanser going to take everything off? It will, but you don't want to do it that way. Now, if you don't wear makeup, if you don't wear all the eye makeup and stuff that I do, it's fine. It, you know, if Brian Pinso's on the call, you know, his sister might have a, no, I'm teasing. But what I was going to tell you guys on your, to be careful with your eye area. Oops. Okay. Don't know how I just did that. I'll get rid of my mailboxes. Okay, well. Oops. Okay. So with your eye area, you have eye makeup removers. There's all different kinds out there. And you know, if you use the wipes, well, place them on your eyes, let them sit for a second, you know, to loosen up the makeup, and then wipe, okay? But carefully wipe. Same with the other type of eye makeup remover. If you use the cotton rounds or cotton balls, whatever you do, saturate it, put it on your eye area, let it sit for a second, then wipe. Okay, it's really important that, you know, you see a lot of people with, we're looking really rough in the eye area, and that's something that'll help prevent those wrinkles and everything in that area. Okay. And that, okay, that's our skincare. And what's not in it, all these horrible things. And the main thing with any type of skincare system is to make sure that it cleanses, exfoliates, protects, will adjust your pH balance, tones, basically, freshens, and protects our skin, okay, and moisturizes. Moisturize your skin is important to make sure that against the aging process. Okay, I'm not going to go through ingredients. That is totally Sherry Passmore. I don't know what all those things are, but I will tell you this. Okay, so it does have, so this is, like I said, in our back office, and it does have all the ingredients, and then it has this. This is really cool, the key ingredient glossary. So it tells you, first off, the product, and then it tells you what it is and what the benefit of that item is. So like the vitamins and everything that are in it, and why it helps with the anti-aging. This helps with moisturizing. It helps with protecting your skin and conditioning it. So like the serum, you know, it conditions, it rejuvenates, it promotes collagen growth. It fights against the inflammation on your skin. If you, a lot of times when you see people that have severe acne, and it's just like, you can just see the heat on their skin and the inflammation. That serum has that calming effect, so it helps with all of that. The cleanser, like I said before, with the like the toka, I mean the noni, how it opens up the superhighway for our veins and everything, for the all of our triangle of health to go through. Well, with the noni being in our cleanser, it helps with the absorption of all the vitamins and everything that this skincare product is putting on our face. It helps, our cleanser helps with the texture. So, because of the exfoliating that it does with the products, the ingredients, because of that exfoliating, it smooths our and conditions our skin. It kind of sloughs off all the dead skin cells.
Oh, she froze again. It froze again.
Oh, did I freeze? Okay. And the day brightening cream, it protects against the, the outdoor effects, everything that we're having to deal with outside. Now, one of the questions that has come up is it UV, and is it like a what is the word? It's sunscreen. It's not a sunscreen. Okay, it does protect against it, but if you're going to use if you're going to be out in the sun for an extended period of time, and I don't care, I've had bronze skin tone people say I don't sunburn. That's bull. It's the same skin and it does burn. And so if you put a sunscreen on, the order that it goes on, it's going to be after your day cream. It's going to be after the day brightening cream. Yeah, our night cream is basically replenishing our vitamins and everything while we sleep. So it's working behind the scenes while we sleep to keep us young, to decrease the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It provides the pH balancing that our skin needs while we're sleeping. And just like our sunrise and sunset, it's designed perfectly for what we're doing during the day. We're going to be out. We're going to be out where the all the elements are right there on us, and so we need that protection. And then in the evening, we just need to rejuvenate ourselves. Okay. Do we have any questions on the skincare?
You got one in the chat box.
I do. Well, that'd be cool if I could figure out where the chat box is. Here we go. Jake, you don't wrap your hair in a towel. Okay, and should you dab around your eyes with the serum too? Yes, anything that you're doing around your eyes, but you don't have to do as much. The serum, if you notice how the serum's real liquidy, more so than the cream, it spreads, you know, it's kind of spreads to that area without you even messing with that area. So you just barely have to do anything with that.
Kathy, I have a question.
Yes.
On the eye cream, do you do underneath the eye and on top of the eye?
Yeah, okay, this stuff is great, the eye cream, and it helps with all the wrinkles, it helps with everything. So to be perfectly honest with you, I do this number, I do all around, above,
Okay.
around, I do my frown line, I do my,
I do it over my lip too. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
any of those extra creases, you know, the extra, as we age, we get, you know, more creases. So any of those extra creases, you know, because this is great stuff, but it definitely helps with the thinning process, you know, how our eye area gets thinner, and it helps with the deep creases. So any of those you can put your eye cream on.
Thank
Anything
you.
else with that? No? Okay.
Kathy, I've got one question for you.
Okay.
How much better than the competition is the Fleuresse skincare cream? Is it just miles ahead? Or, I mean, what are the areas that we can definitely say, well, you know, most of what you're using probably doesn't do this?
Well, most of what they might be using might do all this. However, what we have is all natural. And so since we are putting it on the biggest organ that we have, our skin, wouldn't you rather have all natural on there to prevent, you know, to keep you from, I'm not going to say that other things might cause cancer, but hey, when you're putting those chemicals that we list that we do not have in our products, when you're putting those on your skin day in and day out, and women are doing that every morning, every night, you know, I think I'd feel a whole lot safer with the all natural. So yeah, so they might be able to go in and do the microdermabrasion and you know, the chemical peels and all that stuff and look outstanding, but over the long haul, I'm gonna stick with ours. So,
And where does our line Fleuresse fit into like the price range? Because I know there's probably some $1,000 stuff out there.
that's a great question, and I should have an answer for you, but I don't. But it's definitely comparable. Now, if you're going to be shopping at Walmart, you're not going to find anything like this. Nothing. Okay, don't even look. If you're going to compare apples to apples, then ours is on target with the price range. You know, if you're going to Neiman's, theirs is going to be more. You know, it's kind of, but as far as for what we're getting, ours is definitely, you know, the price point's right on target.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, okay. Yeah, I like that, as we season. Okay. Okay, I'm going to switch now from skincare, and thank you guys for staying with me on that, because I know that's not always the guy's favorite thing to do. Okay. Share screen again. Okay, can y'all see my screen? Oh, hello. How did y'all end up there? Okay, I need to find a different place for you guys. Are y'all seeing y'all in the middle of my screen?
Nope.
Nope. Y'all can see.
Have
What
a
do y'all see?
conversation.
Have a conversation.
White
Okay.
letters, black.
I see you guys right in the center of it, but okay, if y'all can see it without any interruptions, that's cool. Okay, so I just wanted to go over this, and we go over it a lot, but I just want to make sure that we're all comfortable with it when we're meeting with our guests, you know, our friends, whatever, when we're out and about. You know, you run into somebody at the grocery store that, you know, might live around the corner from you, you wave, you say hi, you know, you ask them how they're doing, what are they doing for vacation, you know, are they gonna get to do anything for um, spring break, or, you know, what's going on, you know, just having those conversations and spend time with them. And when we're doing these coffees and things, I know that, you know, Casey's tried to make it clear to us to, you know, spend a lot of time on them and make some mental notes to ourselves, you know, what they said. You know, Susie Q's got a, you know, a big event coming up or whatever, something that you can go back through, you know, or they had I know Michelle said something one time about, you know, somebody was going through something with their dog and how they were really upset over, you know, this problem that they were having with their dog. And Michelle remembered the dog's name, and it scored like a ton of points with these people because Michelle asked questions and, you know, how's the dog, you know, and knew it by name. So, so try to remember as you're asking these questions and just having a conversation with them, you know, some key things, and go back through and take notes, you know, write some notes down on your contact, so that way when you go back to follow up with them, you know, you can ask those questions. Well, how did Susie do on her track meet? Or, you know, how's your dog Winchester doing? You know, whatever the situation is. And so it's more about them than just us getting, you know, selling a product. When you do that, you're going to have, the person that you're talking to is going to have the best time. They're going to, and all they did the whole time was talk about themselves. But they're the ones who's going to go back through and say, "Oh my gosh, I ran into Michelle at the shop today, and she's so great, and blah 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 blah," you know. And then the husband might say, "Well, so how's she doing? What did you know?" Well, you know what? I didn't even ask. We just talked about us. I didn't even ask. You know, have you ever had that happen where you're like, "Oh my gosh, I had a great time," and then it's like, "Wow, I don't even know." You know, we just talked about me. What else do you want to know about me? Anyways, so the point is, just make people feel important when you're with them, and then you can share your story. And by sharing your story, you know, you can tell them, actually, I think I've got it right here. Your background, the things that you didn't like about your background, how network marketing or Kayane came to the rescue, and your results, and how you feel about your future. So your background might be, you know, corporate America. I've been sitting in a cubicle for 30 plus years. You know, that could be your story. Could be, you know, I'm going to school. I'm a college student. I've been, you know, working towards my degree so I can get this job so I can work forever in that cubicle. I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, went to college, met my dream husband. Now I'm stay at home with raising our children. And all these are, it's your background. It's not like it's horrible. It's just what you did. But then, then you can say what I didn't like. Gosh, well, I really hated the traffic every day. I hated the commute. Or being a stay-at-home mom, it'd be nice to be able to talk to an adult, have some adult conversations every now and then. Or, even if you're retired, maybe you feel insignificant. You're missing out on, doing some of those wonderful things that you wanted to do. And how Connie came to the rescue. So, maybe you paid off $30,000 in debt with your Connie business, in the first couple of years. Maybe you've been able to go on some awesome vacations because of your Connie. Maybe you've been able to stockpile some cash so you can, pay for your kids' education. Or, maybe you've just been able to dream again. Or maybe you've maybe you're the biggest contributor to your church now. Whatever it is, maybe, this is what has happened because, what Connie's done for our family. So, what does your future look like? I wish I could go back. I can. So when you're sharing your story, it's just a quick thing. So those are the 4 parts of your story, okay? The background, what you didn't like, how network marketing came to the rescue, and your results, and how you see your future. What kind of vision you have for your future. Okay, so that doesn't have to take long at all. That can take, 5 minutes. And after that 5 minutes, you might find somebody that says, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Can you tell me more about that? Or, if they're so interested right then, and somehow or another, maybe you shared a little bit about the product or what it did for you, because you can throw a testimonial in there, what the product's done for you. And if they're so sold right at that point, that's peaked, right? You can either pass them at that point, or you can go ahead and get them enrolled. If they're ready to get started and run with you, you don't have to, you can let them talk to Casey or David or whoever after they've enrolled. Hey, okay, I was talking to David Jones today. He was so excited, about this that he went ahead and he locked arms with us and he joined in at the $2,000 packet. You think Casey's going to say, oh man, why didn't you let him talk to me first? No, you'd be thrilled. You would say, great, now you did that just like you're supposed to do. Now, let me show you the next thing to do. So, anyways, that is, any questions on?
I'll take the $3.99 package.
No, you need to talk to Casey.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to let you talk to Casey. Okay. And one more thing, and this is a quickie, maybe. Oops. Hang on. What are y'all seeing right now? Me? Looking lost? Yeah. Okay, hang on. I wanted to tell you guys one thing. Events are everything. They're the cornerstone to building a network marketing business. One person can't tell you everything that there is to know. So if you go to events, you're gonna have, let's see, I can't figure out how to mute. Anyway, if you go to events, you're gonna hear from the top leaders. They're gonna, and they're gonna say something different that you may have heard 15 times from your leader, but you can hear it different. So it's important to be at events and say yes, tell the world, and figure it out. Oops. Who do we have that is not muted?
I believe it's David Boudreau.
All right. Okay, so I can't. Okay, bummer. It's not working for me. Okay. Anyway, you can't explain it. You have to experience it. It's important to be at events. And if you haven't done so yet, register yourself now for the Kiani International. It's in Las Vegas, May 14th through the 16th. And GoPro Network Marketing. It's in December 8th through the 10th. For GoPro tickets, there were a handful of us or more that were at GoPro this past December, and we were able to get tickets at a discounted price. So get with your upline and get your name on one of those tickets, okay? Because we've got just a select number of those at the discounted price, and I think the discounted price is like $300 versus if you're actually having to buy the ticket outright, it's probably more like $7 if we're lucky. Anyway, so get yourself registered for those. Say yes, tell the world, figure it out. Also, more importantly, for right here in the near future, make sure you are got your tickets for your for the March 26th VIP event at the Hilton Post Oak. And all right, guys. Anyways, does anyone not have their ticket for the their tickets for the VIP event? If you do not, reach out to me and I will send you the link. Or Mr. Jones probably has that where he can put it out there for us pretty quick. And guys, that's all I've got. We got 15 minutes early.
Kathy?
Good job.
Yes.
Kathy, can you go over what Avon and Mary Kay does to have these parties, how they sell a lot of product just by having neighborhood parties? I was listening to Nina Trevino when she was mentioning how they're doing these big parties, having mimosas, all that kind of stuff, having them come over. But can you go over that a little bit? What did y'all do to generate income or volume in your business and she was mentioning they sell their kits for $350, whereas $100 less with much better quality. But what do y'all do to generate volume?
Okay. Well, the key there is to have the skincare classes. Okay, and once you have a skincare class, say you have 6 people there, 5 or 6 people there, and then you like book an event from an event. So you can book a party from a party. So you give some kind of incentive. Hey, you know, hey Rob, if you, yeah, exactly. Or why not the eye cream now, since we got the buy one get one for Valentine's, right? So, you know, hey Rob, I know how much you like the eye cream that you tried tonight. If you'd if I can get you to host a party at your house, you know, and didn't you have a good time tonight? Well, yeah, they had a good time. And if you host a party at your house and invite some of your friends over, and we'll do the same thing, you can earn a free eye cream or whatever it is. Okay, so yes, booking a party from a party, and now I can tell you, Mary Kay, no alcohol. they want to make sure that you, and the joke is, you know, we can drink afterwards if anyone wants to have a drink afterwards, that's great. But I'm going to show you some things, and when I'm not going to go home with you though, so I want you to know how to do this when you get home. So we're gonna, you know, no alcohol until afterwards if you want, but you know, that way. So that's a little, you know, side note. So it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to bring in all kinds of booze or anything. Now we had talked about having wine and facials before, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, I do like to say, you know, I want you to know what you're doing when you get home, instead of saying, yeah, and what did I need this for? Because it's important that we need all of this. So, and people might want to try to cut back on something and not spend, you know, for the whole kit, which we have, yeah, you're better off getting the whole kit. But book a party from a party, I think, is the main thing. And then figuring out some kind of incentive like this, or like you said, the Go Kit is perfect. And
That's one thing she was mentioning. She was mentioning that if you had 10 people there and you pass out, you ask them, have them raise hands, how many of you might be interested in hosting a party and receiving a free Fleuresse kit? And it's about, what, 80, 90 bucks for this thing? And she just passes out names. They turn their names and numbers. She calls them up individually. And she says that organization is selling 30 per month, one per day, because they go and call this person, okay, if you can get 10 people to your house and we can get 2 or 3 sold, I'll give you one of these, maybe even eye cream. Okay. Yeah. So that's incentive for them right there. But that's a lot of volume. If you can sell one Fleuresse kit a day over 30 day, and then just booking parties from parties, that's volume.
Right. Booking parties from parties, and you also have customers for life like that. You know, they're once they're on the product and loyal to it, you know, there's, and that's the other thing too. You know, we have Autoship, right? And just so you know, when they're on Autoship for a Fleuresse pack, they don't have to have it delivered every month. Just because it says Autoship, you can have it every 2 months or every, you know, you can change that. So you can customize it for what works for you. Or you might have the cleanser serum come in on a, you know, every month, or, you know, depending on how many people in your household are using it too. Okay. So it's different for different people. But don't feel like you're, you know, make sure you tell your customers to not feel like they're obligated to buy a whole Fleuresse system each month because they're on Autoship. No, you get the best prices from Autoship, but it's not, Autoship does not mean every 30 days. Now for the, having a class from a class or getting referrals too, that's another thing, Rob. You can play a little game after, tell everybody to give each other compliments or something after they've done their face, got it, so they can see, do they see anything different? Do you notice anything different with the eyes or something? You could do like one eye and say, okay, I'll let you do the other eye, after everybody looks at each other and sees if they can see a difference. So we're only going to do our right eye with the eye cream first, and then everybody pays each other a compliment and looks at the differences, and then they'll do the other eye with the eye cream. So that way you can see that, with the eye cream, you will see visible differences right then. So if somebody's not taking care of their skin normally, regularly, or they're using different products, you might not see it on us if we're doing it every day, twice a day like we're supposed to be doing. But somebody that's not doing that, you will see a difference. So that's another little game. And then you can tell them, I'll give you a sample size or whatever if you give me 5 referrals, 5 people that you think might enjoy what we did today. So that's another thing.
Kathy, you covered the QV for the Fleuresse?
Do you have it handy? It's it's more than double.
It's a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
for a business partner, it's 150 QV for a Fleuresse skincare system. For a customer, a retail customer, it's or preferred customer is 185 QV just for the system. And then for the serum and the day brightening cream, it's like 70 per bottle. So I mean, I think this is, kind of an untapped
Right.
mine,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth, and what I really want to do is to go to these med spas and the, skincare places that offer, skincare, and just see what they have and see if it's anything that is comparable to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think, especially people that are interested in quality, I think they're going to see the benefits of having this.
Right. So, and that's the thing, you do have to know your market. If it's somebody that's done nothing but Pond's cold cream their whole life, they're not our customer. They don't care. So you do have to know your customers. Another thing, I believe it's on, I think Jake recorded me one time doing a handshell, and I believe it's on the Jade Factory. That's something that it works every time, and I don't care even if I did it right now, because I don't moisturize my hands enough throughout the day. I wash a lot of dishes, whatever, housework. You're going to see a difference. And what I did on that is I used all of our skincare on one hand and nothing on the other. And then the final step is to take a foundation. Women use color foundations, okay, to even out the skin, their complexion, before, like a base, before they put on blush and eyeshadows and all that, right? So you pick a foundation color that doesn't, like if you're a bronze skin tone, you'd pick an ivory skin tone foundation where it stands out. Or if you're ivory, you'd pick a bronze skin tone. And what you would do is on the hand that you didn't use your products on, you'd rub it on there. And it doesn't, you can't tell, it doesn't blend. Okay, it just looks like it's on top of your skin. Okay, it doesn't blend in. But when you've done all your before work with your cleanser and serum and day cream, and then you put that on there, it blends, and it would look just like my skin, just all blended. You wouldn't have this stuff on top of it. Even if I had put that bronze on there, it would still be smooth looking. It would look like it belonged. So it's a good little trick, and it doesn't matter what kind of foundation you use, a liquid foundation of some sort. It can be a CC cream or a BB cream or whatever those things are. Doesn't matter, just a color foundation. So any questions on that? And I've got the stuff all over me.
Actually, Kathy, when we did the hand tools at Michelle's shop, that was probably one of the thing I didn't know when you did the hand. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm up for having a wine and facial. We don't have to drink the wine till afterwards. But if anybody wants to get together and educate, even the guys, usually we do the girls, but we do co-ed, just so that way you get a feel for how these parties go. So we can put it out there.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, and especially knowing as much, you know, the QV and CV that are out there, that we could, you know, really do well with our skincare, and we're not promoting it enough. We're keeping it to ourselves. It's a great product, and we're being selfish.
But another thing to think about too is when, like, the companies that are kind of geared toward one gender, like Mary Kay, Avon, well, Avon not so much, but like all of these makeup companies that are just geared toward women. I mean, we have skincare that anybody can use. You know, the kids aren't going to use it, but they can use our, you know, our triangle of health. So really and truly, we have our market is so much wider and broader than the typical network marketing company. So that was another thing that kind of struck me when I found it and I was looking into it. I thought everybody can use this. It's not just women, it's not just men, it's everybody. So really, you know, we should be marketing it toward men just as much as women.
Right. And with the kids, these high school kids, and I'm glad you mentioned that, with the acne and things, sometimes they might have problems with acne, and the dermatologists are putting them on medications that I don't know what all these side effects are, but I've heard some scary things, and I don't know for a fact, so I'm not going to quote it, but it's like, are you kidding me that would cause that? But but you have a kid and a teenager that it's everything for his face to not look, you know, just completely messed up with the acne, that they would do anything. Well, hello, hey, they don't have to do anything. We've got an all-natural product that does even our the serum. They can see instant results with the serum because it's going to take that the inflammation and the redness out. And you can see, if you ever have any type of bee sting or anything like that, and you can grab the serum first thing, it's instant. It takes that puffiness out right away. So it's kind of like it works like our nitro. You can put nitro on stuff like that too. And I might put nitro on a zit if it's, you know, depending on the timing. It's like, I can't have this right now. Nitro is a quick fix. So All right, guys. I can't believe.
Right on the money, Kathy. Great job.
Great job, Kathy. Thank you.
So,
Covered a lot of
Great.
stuff.
Great
Thanks
job,
for
Kathy. That was
me.
awesome.
Good job, Miss Kathy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Kathy.
I'm going to get my Fleuresse kit on right now. It's happening. No hair, robe, all of it. It's happening.
That's right.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
I think I'm playing. Watch it.
Get after it. There's money out there.
you're a walking billboard. Remember that.
Yep.
Kathy, it was awesome.
You are the car until you
Joanne.
get the car.
Great job. Great job.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everyone. See you all.
Good night.
Good hour.
Good night.